Hey guys, it's Baze. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited to be doing an updated vinyl collection for 2023. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this or some original songs, I post a lot of those too, and I'm looking forward to releasing a lot more videos in 2023. So yeah, if you're interested, make sure to subscribe for more. The first vinyl that I have today is Midnights by Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is my favorite artist of all time, and I'm so excited to collect her vinyl. I'm waiting for all the other re-recordings to come out, and then my collection will be complete, which is exciting. So this is the Jade Green edition. It was really hard to decide which one I wanted to get, but I'm so glad I settled for the Jade Green because this is just like a gorgeous pressing, and the camera won't do it justice, but has this really cool swirl to it that the light picks up, and I just love this pressing. It's really unique. My favorite songs off of this are gonna have to be Maroon, You're on Your Own Kid, and Antihero. It's a fantastic album. I only wish that it had the 3 a.m. deluxe tracks as well, but fantastic album. Next up, I have Harry Styles, Harry's House. He's another one of my favorite artists. I love this gatefold so much. I always love when you can get a gatefold. It just adds a nice extra element to the vinyl. So this one is pressed on a really pretty translucent yellow. It's just very bright and fun. It suits the album well. And this one has a little bit of a weight to it, which is interesting, like compared to other records. So I think that that's kind of cool. My favorite tracks off of Harry's House are Music for a Sushi Restaurant, As It Was, Little Freak, and Matilda. Normally I try to just pick 3 songs per album, but I absolutely love this whole album, so I just had to pick an extra. Sorry, I'm gonna be careful with this. It's taking a minute. Okay. Next up, I have Faith in the Future by Louis Tomlinson. I got to go to his concert in March of 2022, which was amazing. So I'm super happy to have this vinyl as well. This is such a fantastic pressing. I think it's just very unique. It's one of my favorites in my collection now for sure, so I'm really excited about it. My favorite songs off Faith in the Future are Chicago, Bigger Than Me, and Written All Over Your Face. I was thrilled with this album when it came out in November. It's another great one to have in my collection. Next up, I have Little Mix's Greatest Hits, Between Us. I've been a fan of Little Mix for a long time, and their vinyl is hard to pick up in the US, especially color editions. So I'm super happy to have this because I do think it will be hard to collect their entire discography on vinyl, so I get a little taste from each album. This is very similar to Harry's House. I had never had yellow vinyl before this year, and all of a sudden, a lot of them are getting pressed on yellow vinyl. So it really works well though with the flowers and the aesthetic of the album. I like it a lot. It's hard to pick favorite songs off of Greatest Hits, but if I had to, I'd say Between Us, Move, and Shout Out to My Ex. Next up, I have Red Hot Chili Peppers with Unlimited Love. This was their first double album released in 2022. It's so fun to have one of my favorite bands release 2 albums, like just months apart from each other. This is the Walmart exclusive blue pressing. I just love the color. I think it's really nice. My favorite songs off of this are Here Ever After, Poster Child, and One Way Traffic. It's a fantastic album, super happy to have it. Next up is Panic at the Disco with their latest release, Viva Las Vengeance. This is a gatefold as well. I really like this image. I think it's cool. This, believe it or not, is pressed on a translucent yellow vinyl. But I think this one works really well with the rest of the album, like that bright orange with the yellow. I think that's really cool. So yeah, my favorite songs off of this one are Viva Las Vengeance, Say It Louder, and Local God. Next on my list is, getting them all stacked up, Optimist by Phineas. This is a beautifully written album. I absolutely adore it. Just sitting down with the lyrics, which it includes, which is nice. It's just mind-blowing. Like, he does such an amazing job. This is pressed on an opaque white vinyl. Guess white can really only be opaque, but I'm so happy to have this. This is my first white vinyl, which is cool. So my favorites off of this are probably What They'll Say About Us, Love Is Pain, and my personal favorite, The Kids Are All Dying. Next up, we have Red Hot Chili Peppers' second album of the year, which is Return of the Dream Canteen. I actually prefer this album slightly to Unlimited Love. I was just mind blown when this one came out, and I find myself coming back to it a lot, which is why I wanted to get this on vinyl. This is another yellow pressing, but it's different. It's like a highlighter yellow almost, and this one's opaque as opposed to translucent like the other three. So yes, I do have a lot of yellow vinyl now. My favorite songs off of this one are The Drummer, Afterlife, and probably Eddie. It's a great album. Next up, I have the Used debut album. This is one of my favorites from one of my favorite bands, so I'm really glad I have this one. This is the Urban Outfitters exclusive, and it's a really fantastic pressing. It's my first split color vinyl record, so that makes me really excited. They call it the Bone and Aunt's Blood Split. I just think it suits the album really well. It looks really nice. This has become one of my favorites in my collection. My favorite tracks off this are Buried Myself Alive, Blue and Yellow, and my very favorite, which is The Taste of Ink. Next up is 5 Seconds of Summer with 5 Sauce 5, another one of my favorite bands. I love this gatefold. I just really like the way this vinyl is put together. My only problem with this is that it has only 14 of the 19 tracks, which is kind of disappointing because I just love all the songs on the album, but still super happy with it overall. This is pressed on a candy floss vinyl, but it kind of looks like strawberry ice cream. I just love that swirl to it. I think it's super fun and different. And last but definitely not least is my pressing of One Direction, Up All Night. I got this for Christmas and I had no idea that I was going to get it because every time One Direction vinyl comes out, it sells out extremely fast. So I'm really grateful to have this along with Made in the AM. This is pressed on a really nice translucent green vinyl. I love this pressing and it's definitely going to become one of my favorites in my collection. My favorite songs off of this one are going to be Moments, Same Mistakes, and What Makes You Beautiful. I'm really happy to have a One Direction vinyl in my collection. And that's going to be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment your favorite vinyl pressings that you own and some you're looking to add to your collection. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.